The Las Vegas Grand Prix became more than just a race. It highlighted growing tensions within Ferrari as their star drivers, Charles Leclerc and Carlos Sainz, found themselves at odds. A leaked radio conversation between the two drivers revealed the frustration they felt towards the team's strategy and decisions. Both Leclerc and Sainz, usually known for their professionalism, expressed their dissatisfaction in a rare moment of openness. Stay with us until the end to learn exactly what happened and the reasons behind their frustration. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more F1 updates. Let's start. The 2024 Las Vegas Grand Prix became pivotal for Ferrari, exposing deep-rooted tensions between Charles Leclerc and Carlos Sainz. Their visible frustration on the radio wasn't just about the race itself, but about Ferrari's ongoing internal struggles with strategy and leadership. This race brought to light a crucial question. Is Ferrari sabotaging its drivers, or is it simply the result of two fiercely competitive individuals sharing the same garage? The Las Vegas Grand Prix showcased Ferrari's larger issues, raising doubts about their ability to manage driver dynamics while staying competitive in the Constructors' Championship. Leclerc's race started with optimism as he lined up in 5th place, eager to make a strong impact. His strategy was to push early, gain positions, and fight for a podium finish. He made an early charge, overtaking Pierre Gasly and closing in on his teammate Sainz. By lap 10, Leclerc had moved into 2nd place, showing the effectiveness of his strategy. However, the tire wear on the abrasive Vegas circuit proved more difficult than Ferrari had anticipated, forcing them to call him in for an early pit stop. The decision to switch to hard tires, aimed at a strategic undercut, backfired. Leclerc's position dropped to 6th, derailing his hopes of a strong finish. From there, he spent the rest of the race battling to recover, unable to capitalize on his early momentum. On the other hand, Sainz's approach was more cautious. Starting in 3rd, he focused on tire conservation, understanding that the Vegas circuit would put a significant strain on the rubber. His careful pacing paid off as others struggled with tire degradation, allowing him to hold a strong position. By lap 20, Sainz had begun to take advantage of others' misfortune, his measured strategy positioning him to capitalize on the chaos unfolding around him. His tire management stood in stark contrast to Leclerc's struggles, and as the race progressed, it became clear that Sainz's more conservative approach was giving him a distinct advantage. Tensions within the team reached a boiling point when Ferrari issued a team order for Sainz to hold position behind Leclerc and conserve his tires. Despite this instruction, Sainz overtook Leclerc on lap 44, sparking a wave of frustration within the team. Leclerc responded with a sarcastic remark, "Maybe try in Spanish," hinting at his displeasure over Sainz's defiance of the team order. This moment underscored the growing rift between the two drivers and highlighted Ferrari's ongoing leadership issues. The conflicting messages from the pit wall only compounded the confusion, leaving both drivers to navigate the race with unclear instructions and growing animosity. In interviews after the race, Leclerc's frustration was evident. He felt that Ferrari's strategy had hindered his performance, particularly with the team asking him to hold position despite feeling faster than Sainz. Sainz, while more reserved, also expressed dissatisfaction with the constant flow of team orders restricting his ability to race freely. Both drivers felt the decisions made by Ferrari had undermined their chances of performing at their best, and the aftermath of the race exposed the dysfunction within the team. Leclerc believed the strategy had cost him a potential podium finish, while Sainz felt that his instincts were being consistently overruled in favor of team strategy. Though Ferrari managed to secure 3rd and 4th place finishes, the results masked the deeper issues at play within the team. The visible frustration from both drivers painted a picture of a team struggling with internal cohesion and strategy. Leclerc's disillusionment with Ferrari's ability to manage the internal dynamics and make sound decisions was evident in his post-race comments. Meanwhile, Sainz's frustration stemmed from being asked to follow orders that he felt were undermining his racing instincts. These internal conflicts were not only damaging to their results, but also posed a threat to Ferrari's broader competitive ambitions. The Las Vegas Grand Prix revealed just how far Ferrari had fallen behind in terms of managing driver relations and race strategy, raising questions about their ability to perform at the highest level. Communication breakdowns within Ferrari exacerbated their issues. Leclerc's exchanges with his race engineer, Brian Bosey, were filled with tension. Bosey's calm reassurances clashed with Leclerc's mounting frustration, as the driver felt increasingly unsupported during critical moments of the race. Leclerc grew frustrated with what he perceived as a lack of proactive communication from the pit wall, particularly when it came to strategic decisions. The team order to Sainz only highlighted this disconnect, as the driver defied instructions and passed Leclerc anyway. The failure to align on goals and offer clear guidance left both drivers to make independent decisions, contributing to the chaos on track. Before we continue, we hope you're enjoying the video. If you are, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel so you can stay updated on all our latest F1 news. Leclerc's frustration only deepened as the race wore on. Despite Bosey's attempts to calm him, Leclerc's anger continued to simmer, particularly after he was asked to hold position despite being faster than Sainz. His sarcastic remark to Bosey, "You did the right thing for the team," was tinged with bitterness, a reflection of his growing sense of betrayal. Leclerc wasn't just angry about the race itself, but about Ferrari's inability to manage the tension between him and Sainz. He felt that the team had failed to address the issue, leaving him to fight alone. Sainz's actions during the race also raised questions about Ferrari's leadership and communication. He ignored the team order and overtook Leclerc, a move that was met with silence from his race engineer. This lack of communication left fans wondering whether Sainz was intentionally given a free pass to race Leclerc, or if he simply disregarded the team order on his own. The uncertainty surrounding the team's internal dynamics and communication strategy further fueled the perception that Ferrari was a team in disarray, unable to manage the competitive tensions between their drivers. The scrutiny over Ferrari's leadership, particularly under team principal Fred Vasseur, grew after the Las Vegas GP. His attempt to diffuse the tension with a meek Charles over the radio came across as a last-ditch effort, highlighting his struggles to maintain control. Vasseur's leadership had been under pressure all season, and the Las Vegas race exposed the depth of the challenges he faced. Despite assurances to address Ferrari's internal issues, his inability to manage the situation effectively raised doubts about his capability to lead the team through high-pressure moments, leaving fans questioning his future at the helm. Ferrari's strategic struggles were laid bare once again during the Las Vegas Grand Prix, with confusion surrounding team orders and questionable pit stop decisions that disrupted their race strategy. The team's inability to execute a coherent plan was a recurring theme, and their rivals, especially Red Bull, demonstrated a level of strategic precision and consistency that Ferrari could only envy. Despite having a competitive car, Ferrari's inability to manage race tactics effectively led to missed opportunities and undermined their performance. The Las Vegas GP served as a microcosm of their season-long issues, highlighting the gap between Ferrari's organizational chaos and the flawless execution of teams like Red Bull. In the aftermath of the race, Ferrari team principal Fred Vasseur failed to quell the rising discontent within the team. While he offered praise for the driver's efforts, he did not directly address the growing tension between Charles Leclerc and Carlos Sainz, which only deepened the sense of unease among the team members. Ferrari's failure to take responsibility for their strategic mistakes and the mismanagement of their drivers painted a troubling picture of the team's future. Vasseur's reactive approach to leadership, rather than providing clear guidance or solutions, exposed the depth of the problems within the team and raised questions about whether they could resolve these issues in time. When compared to their rivals, Ferrari's struggles became even more pronounced. Red Bull continued to execute their race strategy flawlessly, with Max Verstappen dominating the race and extending his lead in the championship. Mercedes, although lacking Ferrari's raw pace, managed its strategy well, showing effective driver management and clear communication, securing valuable points without the internal chaos that Ferrari was experiencing. Even McLaren, though slower on the track, exhibited better team cohesion and communication, allowing them to make the most of their race. Ferrari's internal discord was starkly contrasted by the professionalism and efficiency of these teams, further exposing the cracks in Ferrari's operation. Throughout the season, Ferrari had been plagued by strategic missteps, and the Las Vegas Grand Prix was merely another instance of their inability to capitalize on key moments. These errors had cost Ferrari valuable points, preventing them from consistently competing with Red Bull and other top teams. Despite having a competitive car capable of securing strong finishes, Ferrari's failure to manage race strategies left them unable to reach their full potential. The Las Vegas GP underscored the importance of strategic execution in Formula One and demonstrated how Ferrari's ongoing issues could jeopardize their chances of securing a higher position in the constructors' standings. With only 2 races remaining in the season, Ferrari's hopes of finishing second in the Constructors' Championship appeared increasingly uncertain. The internal friction between Leclerc and Sainz, coupled with Ferrari's strategic blunders, put the team in a precarious position. Their rivals, including Mercedes and Aston Martin, were ready to capitalize on Ferrari's mistakes, creating a real threat of losing their current position in the standings. If Ferrari could not resolve their internal tensions and improve their strategic decision-making, their fight for second place could slip away, tarnishing what had been a promising season. That's a wrap for today's video. Ferrari's internal struggles and the fallout between Leclerc and Sainz certainly added another layer of drama to the Las Vegas GP. What do you think? Was Ferrari's strategy the main issue, or do you believe the drivers' rivalry played a bigger role in the fallout? We'd love to hear your thoughts on this. Let us know in the comments below. And remember, don't forget to like, share the video, and subscribe to the channel for more F1 updates and insights.